This is not going to be the video I was planning on making tonight. I just came inside. I had to bury my dog. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Evil One Games. This is going to be the May, kind of June update, I guess. Kind of let you know where we're at with the channel, what we're doing, and why you're not going to see a lot of me going forward in the next few weeks. First off, I was going to start working on the latest episode of American Truck Simulator that I just recorded last night. Then my dog passed away today. I was planning on making this update video really quick, and then kind of like the next day kind of a thing, put out the ATS video, but I'm not going to get to that ATS video. Before I have to leave this weekend, the organization that I work for is sending me to a 9-day training seminar conference thing out of state. I'm going to be gone and pretty much unreachable. I don't have a gaming laptop or anything like that to take with me to keep the channel kind of going. And I wasn't really planning ahead enough to get enough content ready to be published while I'm gone. So this is going to have to serve for that. I do apologize. Things have been super crazy around here. As some of you may know from conversations we've had over on Discord, invite link in the description below. I participate in long-range shooting competitions, where I shoot a rifle at very long distances for just events and or competition. I've been doing that a lot lately. I'm also an avid fisherman, and right now spring bass is kicking, and I've been trolling for salmon and kokanee and really knocking them dead on the lakes around here. That and my kids. My kids always come first in my life, which is one reason it's always dark outside when I'm playing games or doing editing or stuff like that. It's because when I get home from work, my family is the top priority in my life. And when the kids go to bed and the wife says goodnight, then I fire up the computer and I get my editing done and I get my gameplay recordings done. They've been taking up a lot of time here lately as well. We've had birthday parties on the weekends. Sometimes on the weekends, the kids will go on a play date or something like that, and I can sit down for an extra couple of hours and get some editing knocked out. But we've had birthday parties we've been going to. My son actually just turned 5. We had a big birthday party last weekend. So it's been crazy. That, and with our new house, this is our first spring in this house. We moved into this house kind of midsummer last year, if you recall. And so we had to put in a garden space and do a bunch of yard work and that sort of thing this spring. So what little time I did have in the winter time, where it's really cold and snowy, not much going on, the kids are all kind of playing in the playroom or whatever, I was able to sneak into the office for an hour here and there and do some editing or something. I keep talking about editing because I don't think a lot of people know just how much work goes into editing. For about every hour of gameplay that is recorded, it takes me about 3 hours to record it. You might be wondering, why does it take so long? You just go through and make little cuts here and there and maybe add some music and that sort of thing. But it takes a while. It takes a long while to figure out where those cuts, what has to be cut to where it still makes sense. The story will still make sense and that sort of thing. And then to find the right music and put it in the right times, do the speed ramps up and down, add graphics, adjust the audio levels and that sort of thing. Make sure that everything looks right. Takes a lot of work, takes a lot of time. I'm not complaining, but it's just one of those things that adds to my plate. And so for that, I'm going to be cutting back just a little bit over the next couple of weeks. And what I'm going to be doing is building that stockpile. I would like to start working ahead of the schedule, as it were, to deliver to you the content that you have signed up for. I would like to, when I come back from my trip, I have another shooting tournament I'm planning on going to at this point. If I actually make it or not, we'll see. It's the following weekend after I get back from this business trip. But after that, my plan is to really hammer out the content, record a bunch, and start editing and kind of stockpile just a little bit. Stay ahead of that curve. Something else that's kind of on the horizon in January 2025, I'm probably going to be going away for my work for about 4 months. Out of state. I'm hoping to buy a gaming laptop I can take with me. But as it sits right now, January 2025 until about March, beginning of April, I will be in Maryland, of all places, attending some training for my job. It's a hell of a promotion, but it requires 4 months of me being gone. That all said, I would like to take just a quick minute to talk about what happened with my dog. My dog, his name was Odin. I got him about 10 years ago, and he was about a year old. He was a rescue, and we were told that he was a German Shepherd Husky mix. And we did the DNA test on him, and that's pretty much what it came out to be. He was a very intelligent dog. Very smart, very loyal dog. He did have some bad habits, though. He did like to dig, and he liked to chew things up. So we had to keep him in an outside kennel. And his kennel was kind of like the Taj Mahal of kennels. It had a dirt floor. He can dig to his heart's content inside there. It was heated. We had fans in there during the summertime to keep him cool. And he really had a good life. The boys loved him, and everything was great. There was no signs that he was sick or dying. In fact, he still acted much like a puppy. He still loved to play fetch. Maybe he was running a little bit slower, but he still loved to play fetch and to run with the boys. In fact, last night, I was playing with him, and we were doing zoomies in the backyard. So today I come home from work, and I go to let him out and feed him his dinner. And he was curled up into a ball on the floor of his kennel, and he was deceased. When I realized this, I was suddenly grateful that I didn't send my 5-year-old out to let him out, because that would be devastating for my son to find his dog deceased. So I came inside and I pretended like nothing was wrong until my kids went to bed. That's when I broke the news to my wife. And we discussed what we were going to do with him. And I just decided that the best thing for me to do, was to go get on the tractor and dig a big hole and bury him. And I literally just came in just now. I am grateful for the time that I got to spend with Odin. So with all that out of the way, please consider becoming a member. A paid membership to the YouTube channel gets you so much. So please consider joining. Support me, support the channel, so I can continue to make awesome content for you guys. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Hit the little bell notification right next to it so you'll get notified when I actually do make an upload on schedule, on time. And hit the like button. It does a lot to hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really does. It helps spread and recommend the videos to others who are like-minded. They're searching kind of for the same thing, but it's not showing up in the recommended feeds. But if you start hitting that like button, if you drop a comment below, that really does a lot for the algorithm to spread the video. So with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful night. And we'll talk to you on the next one. Bye for now.